So, why do we need measurement? There's a lot of good reasons. We utilize our resources more wisely when we accurately measure how much water we're using and when. It also helps the Colorado Division of Water Resources administer water rights according to the prior appropriation system. First in time, first in right. The state maintains records of flow measurements at over 33,000 water structures each year. Water users support this effort by installing measurement structures, and some submit their own measurement data. Flow measurement data creates transparency throughout the system by showing water is being diverted in accordance with decreed rights. Good record keeping shows the historical use of water, which is important if the water right is changed to a different use in the future. It also protects the water right from abandonment. On a bigger scale, water diversion measurements accurately determine Colorado's true beneficial water use in discussions with our neighboring states. Measurement devices such as the partial flume indicate the flow of water in a ditch or canal. For each type and size of flume, a standard table is used to convert the measured depth to the flow rate in cubic feet per second, or CFS. These devices work great, but require a lot of care in installation and maintenance to ensure proper, long-term operation. First, let's talk about installation. It's important to select the correct size of flume for the range of flow diverted. A flume must be installed with the correct design dimensions to produce reliable measurements. The floor must be level lengthwise and from side to side. This allows water to enter the flume in a smooth and controlled manner. There must be enough elevation drop downstream of the outlet to avoid submergence, where the water backs up into the flume. Other measurement devices for surface water include cutthroat and ramp flumes, and V-notch and Cipolleti weirs. Flow measurement devices must be maintained in order to work. Heavily corroded metal or eroded concrete can cause inaccurate readings. Algae or moss growth, debris, and other vegetation surrounding or in the measurement device can cause irregular flow patterns and impact the depth of flow. These devices should be regularly inspected and cleaned out. Other conditions that can cause poor accuracy are settling or heaving from freeze-thaw cycles, lack of smooth water condition above the flume, and wave action at the staff gauge. Many devices require water to pass through a hydraulic jump, which is a quick transition where flow changes from slow to fast flow and the depth decreases rapidly. When a flume lacks this jump due to debris in the flume or poor installation, it will not work properly. A staff gauge is a big ruler used to measure water depth. It is labeled with numbers for feet and tenths of feet. It also indicates hundredths of feet based on the top and bottom of the hash marks. Determine if the water level is at the top or bottom of the hash mark, and then count off to determine the water depth to the hundredth of a foot. For instance, this staff gauge is reading 0.84 feet. Looking at the table for a 1 foot flume, a depth of 0.84 feet indicates a flow of 6.11 CFS. Record this flow rate and the date for submission to DWR. Pumped surface and groundwater is measured with a flow meter, which is connected to the pump or well's discharge pipe. There are several types of meters, and water users should be aware of the units displayed on their particular meter. Does the meter show the total amount that has flowed through the device? Is it in gallons, hundreds of gallons, or acre feet? Or does the meter indicate an instantaneous flow rate? Here's one type of meter used to measure the flow through a pump or well. It is a totalizing flow meter, which shows the total amount of water that has flowed through the pipe, the same way a car's odometer shows the total amount of miles driven. Some meters will also display the current rate of flow through the pipe. No movement on the flow meter dials while water is flowing can indicate the flow meter isn't working. Writing down the date of the measurement and submitting flow data to DWR is important. In many locations, we depend on water users to make frequent visits to their diversion or diversions and submit this information for the state's records. Properly installed and maintained measurement devices help guarantee you're receiving all the water that you are entitled to while protecting your water right. If you have questions about measurement for your particular water diversion, contact your local DWR office or water commissioner.